Student, today in this video I am going to solve the question number 16 of a chapter retirement or a death of a partner. The basic of this chapter is I already discussed, like how to calculate the new profit sharing ratio, gaining ratio, what is the treatment of goodwill, what is the treatment of undistributed profit and losses. So today I am going to solve problem number 16 from the book, page number 4.119. So let us see what is the question. In the question number 16, it is given X, Y, Z are the partners in a firm sharing profit and losses equally. So the profit sharing ratio of the partner is what? That is 1:1:1. There are three partners, so the ratio is 1:1:1. Now, balance sheet of the firm as at 31st March 2020 stood as follows. You can see in the balance sheet, liability side it is given creditor 1,09,000, general reserve 60,000, provident fund 20,000, capital of XYZ is given, cash in hand and cash at bank 86,000 given, debtors 2 lakh, stock 1 lakh, investment at cost. It is given 50,000, freehold property 4 lakh, trademark 20,000, goodwill 33,000. Now from this balance sheet, if I will see, goodwill is given. Goodwill is already appears in the books of account, and in the previous chapter admission already you had learned that when goodwill is already appears in the books of account, it is to be write off among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So this goodwill we will write off among the partner XYZ in their profit sharing ratio 1:1. So when we write off the goodwill, what entry we pass? We pass X capital account debit, Y's capital account debit, Z's capital account debit to goodwill. Goodwill is 33,000 and this will be appropriate among the three partners. A write-off among the three partners in the ratio of 1:1:1. So each partner will be debited by 11,000. Then you can see general reserve is given. You know it very well. Whenever undistributed profit or reserve is given in the question, that will be appropriate among the old partners or the partners. तो जनरल रिजर्व को क्या करेंगे? 60,000 it is given. So this 60,000 will be distributed among, it will be transferred to XYZ in their profit sharing ratio, and that is 1:1:1. Provident fund is an external liability, so it will be not appropriate among the partner. जैसे creditor होता है वैसे provident fund होता है. इसको हम लोग किसी भी partner में distribute नहीं करेंगे. It will be treated as an external liability. So increase in the decrease in the value of provident fund we will show in the revaluation account and in the balance sheet. Let's see. Z retirement on 1st April 2020 subjected to the following adjustment. Number 1, freehold property be valued 5,80,000. Old balance sheet में जो freehold property it is given 4 lakh and now it is 5,80,000. It means there is an increase in the value of asset by 1,80,000. Investment be valued at 47,000. In the balance sheet, the cost price is given 50,000, but the market price is 47,000. It means the investment decreases. Investment घट गई है. कितने से investment घट गई है? Investment is decreased by 3,000. Stock be valued at 94,000. See, in the old balance sheet, stock is 1 lakh. Now it is 94,000. It means your stock is depreciated by 6,000. Trademarks are valueless. Trademarks की valueless हो गई है. It means overall conclusion is what? Trademark is depreciated or write off हो गया. So decrease in the value of asset. A provision of 5% be made on the doubtful debt. We have to create a provision on the debtors. Debtor is given 2 lakh and 5% का जब हम provision करेंगे तो 5% का provision debtors pay if we will do it. So that will be 10,000. Then an item of 12,000 included in the creditor is not likely to be claimed. क्रेडिटर में 10,000 12,000 रुपये ऐसा जुड़ा हुआ है जिसको कि अब क्लेम करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? देयर इज डिक्रीज इन द वैल्यू ऑफ लाइबिलिटी डिक्रीज हो गई. और जब लाइबिलिटी डिक्रीज होती है तो इट ऑलवेज बी रिकॉर्ड इन द क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ द रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट. देन द लास्ट पॉइंट इट इज गिवन कि गुडविल बी वैल्यूड एट 1 year परचेज ऑफ द एवरेज प्रॉफिट ऑफ द पास्ट 3 years. सो वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द गुडविल ऑफ द फर्म. गुडविल यहाँ पे दिया नहीं है, हमें निकालना पड़ेगा. एंड ऑलरेडी यू हैड लर्न वैल्यूएशन ऑफ गुडविल बाय सुपर प्रॉफिट मैथड, कैपिटलाइजेशन मैथड एंड एवरेज प्रॉफिट मैथड. सो हियर वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द गुडविल बाय एवरेज प्रॉफिट मैथड. यू कैन सी 2018, 2019 एंड 2020 का अमाउंट दिया हुआ है, प्रॉफिट दिया हुआ है. सो वी विल ऐड दिस प्रॉफिट डिवाइडेड बाय 3, विल गेट द एवरेज प्रॉफिट. इफ इन द क्वेश्चन एनी एबनॉर्मल expenses or abnormal gain दिया है तो we have to do the treatment, but in this question there is no abnormal and expenses. So simply what you have to do, सारे profit को add कर लो, divide कर दो 3 से, you will get the average profit, and then average profit will be multiplied by the number of purchase year. So here the number of purchase year is what? That is 1 year. So that will be multiplied by 1. We will get the goodwill of the firm. Now goodwill of the firm में से हमें क्या करना है? We have to calculate the share of retiring partner. Goodwill of the firm से retiring partner का share निकालेंगे, and that will be compensate by the existing partner, यानी कि existing partner retirement partner को compensate करेंगे amount of goodwill in gaining ratio. So let's do solve the question. So I already prepared a revaluation account for you. So you can see in the revaluation account, first freehold property valued at 5,80,000. So earlier the freehold property is 4 lakh rupees. Now it is 5,80,000. It means freehold property is increases, and whenever your asset increases, it always be shown in credit side. So we'll write by freehold property 1,80,000 in the credit side. Okay. Next is your investment. Investment valued 47,000. Earlier your investment is how much? 50,000. Now it is 47,000. It means your investment is decreases by 3,000. So we'll write in the debit side of the revaluation account, debit side, to investment and the amount 3,000. Okay. Then stock 94,000. Earlier your stock is 1 lakh. Now it is 94,000. It means again your stock is decreases. Whenever asset decreases, it always be recorded in debit side. So we'll write to stock and the decrease amount, that is 6,000 rupees. Then next is, it is given a provision for 5%. So we had created 5% on debtors, 2 lakh ka 5%, that is 10,000. And our asset is what? It is decreasing. So we'll write to provision for doubtful debt, and in the outer column 10,000 rupees. Next is your trademark. Trademark is valueless का मतलब हो गया trademark write off हो गया. Ultimately the asset is decreases. So we'll write, so it will be recorded in the debit side of revaluation account to trademark account rupees 20,000. Next, an item of 12,000 included in the creditor is not likely to be claimed. It means due to this particular transaction adjustment, our creditor is decreases, and creditor is decreases by how much? That is rupees 12,000. So whenever liability decreases, it always be shown in credit side of the revaluation account. So we'll write by creditor and outer column 12,000 rupees. Now whatever the adjustment given in the question related to increase and decrease in the value of asset or the liability or unrecorded asset and the liability, that we had already recorded in the revaluation. Now we'll follow double entry system. Now we'll close our books of account. So when I will total my credit side, it will come 1,92,000, and 1,92,000 may say when I will deduct debit sides amounts, then 1,92,000 minus 3,000 minus 6,000 minus 10,000 minus 20,000, we left with 1,53,000. So this is the profit on the revaluation, which we will transfer to all partner, including retirement partner also. True profit transfer to X capital, to Y capital, to Z capital in their profit sharing ratio. And what is their profit sharing ratio? Their profit sharing ratio is 1:1:1. So each partner will get 51,000. Now after this we'll prepare partners capital account. So when we prepare partners capital account, the first thing which we do in partners capital account, we show the opening capital of the partner, and we take this opening capital of the partner from the balance sheet. Now in the balance sheet you can see in the liability side, X YZ capital is given 3 lakh, 2 lakh, 2 lakh. So this is the opening capital of the partner. So we'll write by balance brought down 3 lakh, 2 lakh, 2 lakh. Then you can see there is a general reserve is given in the quotient of 60,000. This is to be distributed among the partner. So we'll write by general reserve 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. How we got 20,000? In the ratio of 1:1, we had appropriate 60,000 among the partner. Then we transfer this revaluation profit among the partners. So we'll write by revaluation 51,000, 51,000, 51,000. I hope all you are understanding. Then you can see in the balance sheet, I already explained you in the beginning, goodwill is given 33,000. So this is also to be write off among the partner. So when this goodwill will be write off, it will become in the debit side of partner's capital account. We write 2 goodwill and each partner is write off by 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000. Okay. Then in this question, we have to find out the goodwill of the firm. So for that, what we have to do? We have to prepare a working note and we have to calculate the goodwill of the firm. So let's calculate the goodwill of the firm. So for calculating the goodwill of the firm, what we do? We add all the profit. 1,20,000 plus 1 lakh plus 95,000, and this will be divided by 3. So when it will be divided by 3, we'll get 1,05,000. So this is what 1,05,000. This is the average profit. And for the goodwill, when average profit multiply by number of purchase year, will get the goodwill of the firm. So average profit is 1,05,000 and in this question purchase year is 1. So the firm's goodwill is 1,05,000. Now let us calculate the retiring partner share. Who is retiring? Z is retiring. So Z's share in goodwill equals to 1,05,000 multiplied by 1/3, because his share is 1/3, so it will be divided by 1/3 and will get 35,000. It means 35,000 is an amount of goodwill which we have, which is to be compensated by remaining partner X and Y. So when X and Y compensate this 35,000, what journal entry will pass? Will pass X capital account debit, Y's capital account debit to Z's capital. This is the treatment of goodwill. So Z capital is credited by 35,000 and this will be compensated by X and Y in their profit sharing ratio. So after Z retirement, what is their profit sharing ratio or what is their gaining ratio? It is to be adjusted in gaining ratio. So gaining ratio is equal 1:1. So each partner will get how much? The partner will get 35,000 का equal करेंगे 17,500, 17,500. Now this is to be post in the partner's capital account. So in partner's capital account, we'll write by X capital by Y's capital and the amount will be compensate to Z 17,500, 17,500, and immediately in the debit side we'll write to Z's capital 17,500 will be taken out from the X account and from the Y account also 17,500. तो यहाँ से पैसा निकलेगा और किसके अकाउंट में जाएगा? Z के अकाउंट में जाएगा. So this way we had shown everything which is related to partner. Now the time comes to pay the amount to the retiring partner. Now if you will see the question is silent about the paying of an amount to the retiring partner. तो जिस क्वेश्चन में क्वेश्चन साइलेंट रहता है कि रिटायरिंग पार्टनर को किस तरीके से पे करना है, in that question the whole amount of retiring partner will be transferred to his loan account. So I total Z's ka account. So when I total Z's ka account, so it comes 3,06,000 rupees. How? So total of Z's in the credit side, it is 3,06,000, and in the debit side, if you will see, Z's account is debited by 11,000. So 3,06,000 minus 11,000, we left with 2,95,000. And the question is silent regarding the payment to the retiring partner. So we'll create loan account. So we'll write to Z's loan account, and the balance amount 2,95,000 will transfer to Z's. So entry will be what? अगर इसकी जर्नल एंट्री देखेंगे तो इसकी जर्नल एंट्री क्या पास होगी? Z's कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट टू Z's loan account 2,95,000, and now we'll close the account of remaining partner who is continuing the partnership. तो continue कौन कर रहा है बिजनेस को? X and Y. तो जब X और Y का अकाउंट क्लोज करेंगे तो X का बैलेंसिंग फिगर आएगा 3,42,000. हाउ आई कैलकुलेटेड? X का क्रेडिट का टोटल करके डेबिट माइनस कर दिया. So we left with 3,42,500 of X and 2,42,500 of Y. So the continue partner is X and Y, and their continue capital is, closing capital is 3,42,500 of X, and Y's it is 2,42,500. So this way we prepare partners capital account. Now let's prepare balance sheet of this question. So when I will prepare the balance sheet of question, I changed only those items where the changes is needed. So I compared my old balance sheet with the revaluation, and when I compared my old balance sheet with the revaluation, I prepared balance sheet. This balance sheet I prepared as at 1st April 2018. So let us see from the liability side. In the old balance sheet, creditor is given 1,09,000, but I shown 97,000. Why? Because our creditor is decreased by 12,000. So after decrease that amount, we left with 97,000. Next is your provident fund in the old balance sheet. Provident fund is 20,000, and I shown 20,000 here. Why? Because there is no change in the provident fund, so it will be record same. General reserve ko I had not shown in the balance sheet. Why? Because general reserve is already distributed among the partners. वो पहले से ही partner को मिल गया partners capital account में. That's why I had not shown in the balance sheet. Then I recorded the capital of X and Y because they are the continue partner. So I recorded the closing capital of these partner X and Y from the partners capital account. This amount I recorded in the balance sheet. Then I written Z's loan account. Why I created Z's loan account? Because liability is created. So 2,95,000 I taken from the partners capital account, and I written in the balance sheet Z's loan account. एक liability create हो गई during the retirement process में. So this 2,95,000 I shown in the liability side of the balance sheet, Z's loan account. So we had completed our balance sheet. I already checked my revaluation account. There is no unrecorded liability. So we had shown all the detail of liability. Let us come to the asset side. Now in the old balance sheet, cash in hand, cash at bank is given 86,000, and I also recorded 86,000 because there is no change in cash in hand and cash at bank, so it will be record same 86,000. Then debtor in the old balance sheet, it is given 2 lakh, but I recorded 1,90,000 in the outer column because if you will see the revaluation, there is a provision on debtor of rupees 10,000. So 2 lakh minus provision 10,000, it will come 1,90,000 in the outer column. Then next item is stock. In the old balance sheet, stock is 1 lakh, but I recorded 94,000 because there is a change in the stock. Stock is decreased by 6,000. So the value of stock is now 94,000. Investment in the old balance sheet, it is given 50,000. There is a decrease in the value of investment. You can check your revaluation account. It is decreased by 3,000. So the value of investment is now 47,000. Next is your freehold property. Freehold property, earlier it is 4 lakh rupees, but there is an appreciation in the value of asset by 1,80,000. So 4 lakh plus 1,80,000, it comes 5,80,000. ट्रेडमार्क विच इज गिवन इन द ओल्ड बैलेंस शीट, वो हमने राइट ऑफ कर दिया, खत्म कर दिया, तो उसको रिकॉर्ड करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. गुडविल दिया हुआ है 33,000 का, दैट ऑल्सो वी हैड राइट ऑफ अमंग द पार्टनर, सो देर इज नो नीड टू शो goodwill also. Now if we will total our balance sheet, so our balance sheet will give you 9,97,000 both liability and asset. So this is the solution of question number 16. I hope all you understood how I solved this question. If you have any doubt, so we can discuss later and try to solve the question based on this concept. Thank you so much.